Premier recognises how important prayer is because I think obviously we're all Christians, but we've seen incredible answers to prayer at Premier, not only on our own behalf, not only God raising up Premier and doing amazing things, but every morning on the inspirational breakfast, people request prayer and we pray for people, and our lifeliners pray for people, and we get the most amazing responses back a few days later. God answered this prayer in a powerful way. We see on a daily basis how God answers prayer, and for thousands to gather as they're planning to do for the National Day of Prayer, going to be incredible. How important is prayer to me on an individual basis? It is absolutely vital. There's always a crisis of some kind in my family, in my work, in my finances, in one thing or another, and without prayer I'd be absolutely lost. I think I'd lose my mind if I wasn't able to pray and pour these things out to God and see answers. It's an essential part. It's the way we were meant to live. God created us to be in communion with Him, to be praying with Him and asking Him. And so often we reach the end of ourselves as well, the end of our own strivings, and there's nothing more we can do, but we can pray. And when we do that, then answers come, and we get a peace that if you can't pray, it's all just stuck inside you. I couldn't live without it. Well, who knows what's going to happen on the National Day of Prayer, but I do know that, there is wisdom in a multitude of counsellors, that there's going to be a huge amount of prophetic things said, and God will speak through that. God will be stirred by prayer. There are so many examples in the Bible of God responding to prayer, and so many more contemporary examples of even people who have lost their lives and found themselves in heaven, and God has said to them, these people are praying, I've got to let you go back, your time is not yet, and so on and so forth. I mean, God is going to hear because He's gracious and answer those prayers, and I think it's going to bring about a change. It's very much part of what God is doing, but a gathering like this is a real milestone along the way to, well, who knows what kind of revival in the UK.